Well, I took some time out and I moved my vehicles around. I had to get my truck so that I could go ahead and pull my trailer and get Bob out of here. So I went ahead, started it up, backed it up, and of course this smoked like crazy and ran terrible because it does have a lot of problems. But I've had people ask me, why in the world would you want to waste your time on an old beat up truck? I mean, look at this thing. Seat's all torn up, dash is cracked, it's falling apart. Now I got mildew growing in it from sitting. Well, I actually have another dash that I got from a junk truck. Wipe this off here. And I have a few extra parts. I mean, I have enough where I can fix this up. I have another seat that I can reupholster. So I could fix it. It's just a 1990 truck. It's an 80s style. So why would I even want to bother fixing it? Well, I rebuilt the transmission several years ago and it works extremely well. In fact, compared to the van, which slips, I can put this in reverse and it goes right into gear. It has plenty of torque. Transmission is perfect. It pulls a Bobcat without an issue. Little Bob over there, it's like it's not even there. So it has a lot of advantages. Now it has rust. It's developing rust in a few places like everything else does down here. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fix those rust holes just like I did over here when I first got the truck. It was a patch, but it's held up pretty well. The main reason I want to fix the truck, even though it's got dents, I mean the hood is not actually that rusty. It's got surface rust, but no holes. You know, I put the bumper from another truck on it a while back because the one I had was kind of beat up. It's still a little bit bent and a little crooked. This thing's been in accidents over the years. The fender's all banged up, but that can all be fixed with body work. Once I get the engine running, it's actually pretty good. Now, one of the things about it that people might not understand, if you look at this truck, it's old. It's falling apart, but it actually looks pretty good. I mean, look at the grille. Yeah, it's plastic, but at least it has some chrome on it, and the bumper is chrome. And it's not plastic. It's actually metal. It's a little plastic strip. I've replaced the lights on it. You know, everything on this truck is pretty basic. Even the mirrors, you can see I've fixed them a few times. They got dents, but they are metal. They have an aluminum support. You know, they look, yeah, it's got a bolt in it, but that can be fixed. Door handles are chrome. There's little touches that bring it back to the old days. It even has its own little antenna, and it has aluminum trim. Yeah, it's not chrome, but at least it's aluminum. And I look at it, I go, well, it's an old truck. But then when I look at a new truck, like that piece of junk over there, look at how ugly that thing is. It's all black. It's got a few little plastic chrome strips, but it's just plain ugly. I mean, ugly. But this thing, yeah, it's beat up. It looks like crap. But imagine, it had a nice color. It was a nice brand new white, or maybe it was red or orange, or it was green or some other color. I mean, these vehicles are generally white because they're sort of utility. It would look pretty good. Some nice hubcaps. Not a bad truck. And it's diesel, and it's a simple diesel that's easy to work on. So to me, it just seems like a no-brainer to fix it up. If I can get the engine running the way it should be, it does everything I need to. It ain't fancy. There's no fancy crew cab. There's no climate control or bucket seats or any of this other stuff. I mean, the seat is destroyed, but I drove it like this for quite some time. As you can see, not a bad truck. Once it's all fixed up, it smells like mold right now, but I'll clean that up. I'm sure there's a water leak in here somewhere. See how the mold and mildew likes to grow on the plastic? This is the same thing that happened to my van when it sat, except the van was far worse. The amount of mold and mildew turned everything white, and it smelled so bad I couldn't even go in there. But now, I've been driving it, and it's fine. As you can see, my van, quite useful. It's got a bunch of junk in it from some installations I did, but what used to be covered with mildew is now clean. It doesn't smell mold or mildewy anymore. That's good. So, with that being said, the truck's already got me a little bit of sniffles here. But yeah, the old diesel, you know, it blows out a bunch of smoke. But once it's fixed up, I think it'll be just fine. It'll do the job. I'm going to enjoy it. And hopefully, you know, like I said, I've been putting some putty over the rust holes, this window weld putty to stop the water from coming in. This will all have to come out, take the glass out. I have a sliding window I want to put in here, and I'll do all the body work. I'll remove the bed, fix all the rust holes, weld in new metal. I'll probably do some lead work instead of Bondo, so that way it all kind of seals up. I'll give it a good rust treatment. I mean, this truck is fixable. It's not that bad yet. If I can get it now before it completely rusts out. See, there's rust over here. There's rust, I think, on the other side on this door pillar. But this is the time to fix it before it all turns to junk. You can see what happened to Mom's old station wagon, but it's been rusty for years. But this, if I fix it up, it definitely has some possibilities. And it does a job. You have to haul off garbage, you can throw it in here. It's pretty handy. I got scrap metal and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, that's my plan. So hopefully soon, I'll be able to get this truck fixed, and I'll be able to be driving around in something that looks halfway decent, even if it's old. But that's okay. I'd rather have something that's a classic oldie than a new piece of junk that's ugly from the factory. At least something like this I can make look nice. And you'll get noticed when you drive antiques and classics. And even though this was new, I can remember when these were new. It's pretty much a classic now. So anyway, hopefully soon I'll be fixing that engine, and you'll be seeing me out on the road with my truck. Also for my van, I need a junk van so I can cut out this roof section. This windshield needs replacement. You know, there's a bunch of dented doors and stuff that I've been sort of popping out the dents. It doesn't have a lot of rust, but if I can get some parts and fix this up, that'll be nice too. This is 8 years newer. I'd like to get the model with the chrome bumpers and get rid of these cheap painted ones, but I'll paint them if I have to. Anyway, just want to make a quick video, and I'll catch you later.